So who's ready for an update on the Z? The last couple months have been kind of hectic for me. We had a hurricane push through that kind of really screwed some things up, and my mother passed away a couple months ago. So everything got thrown onto the back burner once again. However, I've made progress. So what has been purchased right now, I got a full J-spec bumper here on the floor to replace my broken, this is a knockoff Gretty. I can't remember the name of the company that makes the polyurethane knockoffs, but there's that. I've got a BDE transmission mount, which will replace the existing one, which I believe is damaged. I've got Z1 upper control arms for the front because my Powertrix arms are broken and are in need of replace. Right now my front wheels are stuck at negative 2.1 camber and they can't be pulled in anymore. The threads are completely stripped. So 12 years ago, 10 years, however long ago, when I got my car, the shifter bracket in the car is a metal plate like this, and there's a piece of rubber that goes across this hole here, and that rubber from age will break and the shifter is physically supported by that rubber instead of something like this, which allows the shifter to go just all over the place. You can't get it into gear, you can't get it out of gear. It basically becomes immobile once that breaks. At the time, the cheapest solution was to weld a piece of metal the same size right across the hole and attach the shifter to that with some washers to get the height correct. And that's how the car has been for the last decade. So that's changing. I've got the smoked corners for the J-spec bumper that's going on, and I need to get the connectors because I didn't think to get them. I've got that, but yeah, so I need the connectors to convert the ones that are on there to these because those will not fit the new bumper. Also, I've got the full energy suspension, silicone, polyurethane, whatever, bushing kit, which is something that I've needed forever and ever and ever. And oh yeah, $2,000 order, free stickers, extra 10 horsepower, right? So but yeah, the let's see. Yeah. So all these are very much needed. The bushings in my differential are completely gone, which when I let on and off the throttle causes the entire drivetrain to lurch because there's no bushing there, and there's about, I don't know, 5 to 10 millimeters of slop. Also because of that, the drivetrain is moving about, it's putting stress on the transmission mount. Also the engine mounts. So what's not pictured here is I have a radiator drop shipping from Koyo, which is going to replace my existing radiator, which is just a OE upgrade. So I'm going to a full dual core upgrade from Koyo. And then I've got new engine mounts coming. Another problem this car has had for a while is the catalytic converter pipes are original, and the cat's clogged while I was living in Albuquerque, so I had to gut the pipes. All fine and well, but obviously flow is affected because of that, and the pipes are rusted out and there's no way to repair them, so they're venting to atmosphere. Of course, one of the problems with like the shifter tunnel is I've got carbon monoxide coming into the cabin, which I don't have AC anyway, so I drive with the windows down. It's not a terrible problem. You won't get sick, but the constant smell is there, and your clothes come off smelling like fumes after a couple hours of driving. So that gets old. That's getting changed. I got test pipes coming from Concept Z. Also, just because I had the money for it, I went ahead and got a full set of fuel injectors from Concept Z because they were like $200 cheaper than through Z1 for reasons. So when those come in, I'll put this back together. Right now, I'm waiting on the injectors before I can do anything more to the engine. I still need to take the lower valve covers off, clean, paint, replace, but that won't take me but like a day. And then once the injectors come in, I can put them in the rail, drop the rail in, and reassemble the motor. Pretty much good to go from there. I do have a full timing kit. I'm probably going to need a new battery, but I got a full timing kit sitting on the floor here, ready to go. And yeah, need to get the timing done. The timing belt is actually physically damaged in this car from the lower timing guard shaving against the belt for about 6 or 7 years before I finally caught it. So I'm missing 4 to 6 millimeters of timing belt. It's also due for the timing service. This will be the second 120K I've done to the car since I've owned it. Everything else, the car was driving fine prior to cylinder 1's injector failing, which not pictured here, but I don't think it's this one. But I have some fuel injectors, including cylinder 1 that I ran through an ultrasonic. And the injector that was in number 1 that had completely failed, it was not working, suddenly is reading in spec after being put through an ultrasonic. So yeah, there's a thought for you when you see injectors that say they've been cleaned and flow tested and blah blah blah. You can't clean those injectors. You can run them through an ultrasonic and get them reading again, but they're still fucked. So new injectors. That's really it for now. I wanted to do more, but I simply haven't had the excess funds. I basically dropped $3,000 on this, and that was all that up there, plus injectors, plus the test pipes, and I still have to replace this. This happened prior to the hurricane, but basically a piece of wood got flung at the car and it shattered my J-spec center. So I've been debating if I just replace the center, considering it's like pressed out now, or if I just replace the whole 9 yards. I was also going to replace the center panel, or the third brake light, and I haven't done that. Besides that, the car is due for a paint job. The clear coat is just completely gone. I am down to base coat. Like if I rub this, I'm going to get blue on here. There's no clear coat left. On the hood, I physically have the base coat peeling off of the hood. So I've got to sand all this down and prime it at least to give it some kind of coating before I start driving it again. So enter this. I got a random orbital that I'm going to hit the car with and start priming it. And since my car is going to look like a 240 for a while, I've got another door, because this, when I bought this car, the door came like this. The supposedly the daughter of the owner drove the car, and somebody opened their car door and crunched it in. I don't know the validity to that, but I've got another Z car door sitting over here ready to go. The main reason I haven't done that is because the door locks and all that crap are kind of a pain in the ass. So like I have to take this entire assembly out. This is also sticking now, so that's great. But I gotta take this entire thing out and transfer it to the new door to keep the same key, because I don't have a key to that door over there. They didn't have it at the wrecking yard where I got it. So that's pretty much an update for there. Other small things, obviously my Pirelli P0s on the car are likely hard as fuck, and I'm gonna have to put new tires on the car. I actually have Bridgestone Potenzas up front and Pirelli P0s in the back. Those are going to have to get changed out. I think that's really it for now. Basically, I just had to wait until I could afford the stuff I need to fix the car. Now that I got the stuff to fix the car, I got to fix the car. I had other plans, but money just didn't happen. I was planning to change out the engine and have one completely built. The quote I got was $12,000, which was within what I was expecting, but right now I need to get it running. I need to get it running good and probably focus on paint first. Good paint job is going to cost me about $2,000. The thing I don't know right now is if I want to restore it to the original color, because I technically have an original blue interior that the previous owner totally mucked up. Like, they put this vinyl over the cloth, and I got blue door panels, blue interior, but because I've got the seats are changed out, the dash has been changed out, but that's blue, that's black. It's like, do I want to restore it to be original sapphire blue, or do I want to paint it purple, which was my original plan from the get-go? Nice gloss, deep purple, maybe metallic. I had plans to turn this into a show car, and those are kind of on hold at the moment. I just paid off my other car and paid off another bill, so basically all my debt is finally gone now, so that's going to help quite a bit. But I don't know, decisions. For those that have been watching me for the last 10 years about the car, feel free to comment below and just give me your thoughts and what you think, because I should have some progress here fairly soon.